Nearly 2,000 people from across the country are in Atlanta for the National Prescription Drug Abuse and Heroin Summit. Good evening, I'm Haley Minogue. Tomorrow, those people will hear from President Obama about his plans to curb drug addiction. WYMT's Tanner Hesterberg and Matt Rand have this report from Atlanta.
Day one in the books here at the National Prescription Drug Abuse and Heroin Summit. A lot of folks looking forward to President Obama's visit here Tuesday. But Matthew, you've already sat down with two key federal officials to discuss the problem.
Well, that's right, Tanner. I spoke with Congressman Hal Rogers along with U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack. Both joined me for a taping of Issues and Answers, the Mountain Edition. Congressman Hal Rogers says 78 Americans die every day to heroin and prescription drug overdoses. Still, he says progress has been made since the first Prescription Drug Abuse Summit 5 years ago.
I think we got people more aware of the danger involved with prescription medicines, which are legal and licit and good for people. So how can they be bad for you?
Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack announced $1.4 million in USDA grant money for drug education in rural areas. He says fighting heroin and prescription drug abuse calls for a comprehensive approach.
This is not just a problem for government to solve. It's not just a problem for the medical community to solve. It is a problem that everyone needs to be engaged in, including faith-based organizations.
Vilsack shared how his mother overcame her addiction to alcohol and prescription drugs.
I know that when I was a kid, I judged my mom as a weak person. I thought she could just easily just quit. I didn't realize this was a disease that needed treatment.
Vilsack says more needs to be done to help people in rural areas find access to treatment. Secretary Vilsack delivered the keynote address at night one of the summit, and he also participated in a panel with two lawmakers who know a thing or two about drug abuse in Appalachia.
Correct. West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin and Governor Earl Ray Tomblin talked about the progress they've made while also pointing out there's plenty of room for improvement.
This is an epidemic that we're facing.
West Virginia Senior Senator Joe Manchin says the Mountain State's battle with opioid abuse is similar to that in neighboring Kentucky. Manchin believes the Food and Drug Administration should take more responsibility when it comes to knowing the effects prescription drugs can have on folks in Appalachia.
The problem that we have in West Virginia, any state that's done the heavy lifting, we have a state that does a lot of mining and manufacturing. People get hurt, and before you know it, they're addicted, and we can go on so many different ways of educating. We have to educate our doctors. We have to educate, all those who prescribe. Most importantly, what I see in Washington, the FDA has to change their culture.
Manchin was part of a panel Monday that also included U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack and West Virginia Governor Earl Ray Tomblin.
And it took us a long time, I think, to realize in this country that it's not a crime to be addicted to drugs. It's an illness, and I think we've got to address it as an illness out there.
The men won approval from the crowd when they agreed fighting drug abuse is a nonpartisan issue and hope they can continue passing legislation and policies they believe are making a significant difference. And as we mentioned, President Obama will be right here Tuesday afternoon. The president is scheduled to speak at around 2:30 as part of a panel of other leaders who all share the same goal of battling heroin and prescription drug abuse.
That's right, Tanner. Complete coverage of the president's visit right here on WYMT. For Tanner Hesterberg, I'm Matthew Rand, WYMT Mountain News.